it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the 5th of July. So for today's off the board, I am pulling this pin, which is a piece of artwork that looks like just texture. Like, it's super cool. Like, you could make this texture on anything. So I definitely wanted to get some texture. So I am using this Teresa Collins heart stencil, and I am just putting it through, or putting some modeling paste through that on some white cardstock to give it that texture that I'm looking for. So kind of that white on white. I'm trying to use up the Storyteller collection from Coco Vanilla Studio. So I put that off to dry. I am going to back it in that heart paper you see down there. Now I have 2 photos of my daughter from her dance recital last year. And crazy enough, we did not get the professional pictures done, unfortunately. So these are the only pictures I have, which does make me a little sad, but I made sure that we're all good. We're all good now. So I have 2 photos. I'm going to stagger one on top of the other. I backed it in kind of that pink on pink polka dot paper. And basically, I'm going to attempt to build my layout without having the white cardstock there. I am doing this in the morning before I go to work, and actually, it's not going to get completely done because that texture paste took quite a while to dry. So I'm pulling my title. It's going to be Focus on the Good Stuff. I love that the focus O is a little camera. And since I am taking pictures of her, I thought this was just such a fun title. Plus, it reminds me that I need to focus on the fact that she has so much fun in class and in recital, and it's so much fun to watch her dance, and it's not about getting the picture crazy enough. And you take what you can get. Like, you don't always have the best picture, but you still have that good memory. So that is where I am going. Now I'm going to start working on some embellishment clusters. I am going to do some florals on each side of that top photo. I'm also going to add a floral down to the bottom with a tag that I can do my journaling on, and a word sticker that says, "Here's the story." So that's, I told you the story. Hopefully it'll all fit on that little bit. I also have a Bramble Fox perspective of a camera, so that's going to make it on as well. And then I'm going to do a little cluster up in the top left-hand corner of that top photo, just because there is a ton of open space. We weren't sitting super close for recital this particular year. And it says notes and things. There's another piece that says, "Love this so much." There's a tiny word sticker that says, "Hello, beautiful." So I'm going to adhere at least what I can that is going to go on top of the photos as much as I can, so that I can kind of pick it up in almost a one big unit to put it on my background paper when it is finally done. I am going to get that wood button that has that yellow butterfly on it. That is going to make it up there at the top. I'm also going to take some of the puffy hearts. I'm going to put a few just where they are on the embellishment clusters, and then I will add some more later once I finally get the background. So that's kind of an idea. Now this is after work, and it is done. So I love the white on white, but I really wanted to pull some more color in. So totally not like my inspiration from my pen is kind of going off. So I'm using this Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Coral, and I thought it was a good match. So I put it on the back of the Storyteller packaging, and it's quite orange, and I'm not loving it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this baby wipe, and I am just going to basically take some of the color off and kind of smush some of the color around. And I like that better. But I did feel like it needed a little bit more, so I went ahead and added some splatters of the same mist. Now, of course, I have let it dry all day, and then I went ahead and made it a mess. So I'm like, well, it's dry-ish. So I am going to go ahead and build on this. And amazingly enough, I did not mess up any of those splatters. I don't even know how that happened. So I use my tape runner as well as some liquid adhesive. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that right on down. And then I got to pull everything out from underneath where I have it set up where it's supposed to be, so that I can start gluing all of that down as well. So these Bramble Fox Perspectives have like a protective coating on them. Sometimes it's on both sides, not always. I feel like when they have kind of the engraved portion, it is not on the front like these two. And I use liquid adhesive to adhere them down. So I'm pretty much got everything on there. As you could see when I lifted up my paper there really wasn't anything left underneath where it was supposed to be. So I can do those final touches of that wood button, and the floral that I had down by the tag, I decided it needed to be blue. I thought it was supposed to be red or pink, but it just gets lost. So blue is what I decided it needs to be, but then I have to find the right size. So I think I go through like 3 or 4 different blue flowers, but I finally find one to work, which is this one. So I'm going to get that glued down. And of course, the reason I'm using all of the liquid glue is because my background has so much mixed media on it. I just want to make sure that it is going to stay. So it is pretty darn close. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the white to the background, and you can see I'm trying to be very careful not touching the middle because I don't want to smear anything. And then I have this like leftover, I don't remember if it was a cut apart or a branding strip. Oh, it's definitely a cut apart because you can see the other side with these hearts. And I felt like it needed to go down there. I felt like it needed some more hearts. This layout is all about the love of dance for sure. So I've got that one down, and here's where I'm just going to add a couple of other little puffy hearts to the background paper. And that is going to do it for today's layout for Off the Board. I do have a couple of close-ups I will have the playlist linked down below so you can see what everybody else is doing and what pins they are using for today. Everybody gets to use whatever they want. So there is my final layout. Remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.